must make 10, 15, 20 phone calls a day to various different record companies, and yet they're in a meeting. The common replies are they're not in their office, they're in a meeting, or they're on the other line, would you like to hold? They're the general, got to be joking type lines. I offered to manage the band at an earlier stage, before Neil became my manager. I mean, I never really was a manager, but I just generally made the phone calls and pissed my mum off with the size of the phone bill. But the rest of the band seem to believe that they can do nothing and it will happen. That they can just sit back and people will come to us. Whereas I've always been of the opposite belief, that you just have to really pester people. But yeah, I took it on myself to try and get things going.
Obviously listen to a lot of guitar music. That sort of, at the moment, I'd say competent songwriters that are searching for a hook. It's beginning to come together. I've had the advantage of having seen them live as well, and knowing what they can do live and how the energy that they actually put forward. This is really a sort of starting point for me. You know, it's something which is enough to sort of capture my interest and want to pursue it a little further.
I think it's obviously early days. They're not particularly brilliant songs, but I like, you know, the standard of playing, and the attitude comes across quite nicely. So I'll definitely try and find out more about them, either go and see them or have a chat with them and see what they're saying.
It's not you, it's him as a deciding factor. That was such a James thing to do. That was such a James thing to do.
So Neil, what have you been up to today, boy?
I nearly slept on my desk last night.
I was dreaming about Miles and Martin out of the Sluffies, and they were saying how great a bloke I was, yeah? Yeah. They're going, he's not such a dick, really, is he? Just takes a lot of getting used to. That was the dream.
We're all sitting here laughing at you.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Now we wash our hands.
Ages later. Just think of all the women we're going to be able to pull eventually, Reg.
Hopefully some of them like me because I can cook. Oh, Mother!
Yes?
We've been offered a gig at St Peter's Hall for the May Ball. And they want us to pay us between £1,400 and £1,800.
What?
Yeah.
It's not bad,
Right, you can keep me for the rest of my life.
Fine.
You know what my friend Shirley said about you?
What'd she say?
She said that boy never came from Amnock.
Oh, well, she said. Actually, I'm Shrewsbury boy myself, you know.
No,
But,
she said it's impossible.
That's right, she lived in a mould, didn't she?
Impossible, she's struggling.
No, because he's too wild. He's too wild.
Reckless man. Right, I'm just rock and roll, okay? I was born to rock. Just like you were, Rags. We were all conceived under the preconception we were going to be superstar rock and rollers. I'm sure of it. I think we were on an experiment or something, you know?
This is how the world lives, Rog. Unlike the life of rock and rollers.
I said one nice thing about going back to Anglesey was the lack of bomb scares.
Oh, brilliant. Cheers.
Despite all the talk about being real rock and rollers, there's always a slog of having to go and meet record companies. Neil's just arranged for us to go and meet this record company called Lemon Records, a guy called Mark. Got King Machine and Power Dreams in their books. They're good bands.
I mean, what are you planning as your sort of next move for FMB?
We need to get a few more gigs under our belt, definitely.
Yeah, we're just going to keep playing, try and get some reviews, and just see what happens, basically. Try and get some money together to get into the studio and do a better tape. But that's a problem because we're all in the doll. Mark from Lemon, he's an example of a guy from a record company who one of the very few people who's actually straight.
I'd like to see him. And I'll have a word with, you know, the bands that are here. I mean, what would be nice is if we could try and, you know, maybe get you a couple of gigs out of town just to sort of see how things can progress from there, and we'll come and have a look. And again, you know, obviously, I think it's important you maybe do a new tape as well. Yeah, but obviously, I understand it's difficult with, you know, just finances if there aren't any there.
And he gave us some numbers of some guys at some of the big record companies in the publishing area to try and get some studio time to do a new demo. And I've been phoning them up, trying to sort that out. And he's going to try and get us a few gigs. And who knows what'll happen. But yeah, again, the cynical side always says it won't happen. So.
Publishing.
Yes, hello, is Dominic Walker there,
No,
please?
he's not here. He's gone to Birmingham.
Has he?
Yeah.
Do you know when he'll be back?
Tomorrow morning.
Okay, I'll phone back. Cheers, bye.
Cheers, Ragsy. No worries. Cheers, boys. Winning. Thank you, sir.
A toast.
A toast to our new manager, Neil.
May he rot in hell.
May it make us prosper. Yeah, actively seeking work. I keep getting pins and needles down both arms. I don't like it at all.
It's a heart attack, boy.
It's not. It's multiple sclerosis.
I'll tell you what that is. Too many fags.
Why don't I smoke anymore?
Oh shit.
I haven't smoked now in all ages.
6 flavours.
Ages. How long?
6 flavours? No, I'm okay, thanks.
Have you really given up smoking?
Yeah, for the singing voice.
No, I'm sorry, but I don't take this band very seriously, and you're beginning to, and I don't like it.
No. Apart from I've learned to play the harmonica, I play every day.
Oh, my hand's tired, my heart aches.
BMG RCA.
Yeah, hello, is Dominic Walker there, please?
Hello.
Hello, is Dominic Walker there, please?
Who's calling?
It's Rags from FMB.
Hello?
Hello, is that Dominic?
Yeah.
All right, Governor. I've been told to give you a ring by Mark from Lemon.
That's right. Yeah, oh, right, yes.
Yeah, he said...
Mark Cobra.
Yes,
Right.
from Lemon. We're just, what we're trying to do is, we're inquiring about trying to get some studio time, basically.
Right.
So I've heard you've heard our tape.
Yes, I did, yeah.
Somebody
The guys-
said.
Yeah, the guys played to it the other day, yeah.
Right. And,
You should come in and have a chat.
yeah?
But that would be the best thing, yeah.
Yeah? Yeah? Can we bring our manager along?
You can bring whoever you want along.
You know, do you know Neil Pengali?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Yeah, he's our manager.
Is he?
Yeah.
What a great bloke.
Do you like him?
I was gonna go all right, but I bottled it.
You're terrible.
We really need Neil. I hope he turns up. I think he can blank better than any of us.
Yeah.
He knows all the scams, doesn't he?
He's a schemer. A seedy
He
dealer.
might know all the scams, but he certainly doesn't know the address of BMG.
I hope Neil is there. If Neil's not there, what are we going to say? I mean, what do you reckon he's going to ask us?
No idea. I'm just going to go in there and play it by ear.
Right.
I think he just wants to meet us, and if you like, so probably get some demo time.
There's no idea. I'm just going to go in there and play it by ear.
We'll let Neil Orange Peel do it, because he knows the score better than us.
If not,
He's not there. Yeah.
no, I'm just
Agree to everything, sign everything, get as much cash. Have it.
They get the next flight to
Acapulco.
Acapulco.
The Acapulco Express.
Oh no.
see Dominic Walker at 4 o'clock. FMB, band's name. It was about 100 of us earlier, but there's only 3 of us left now.
Hi, good to see you.
Right, it's the worst day since I broke my rattle. I need a fag.
But you don't smoke, right?
I know, but I want one anyway.
Neil was here and then he could be as bored as we are.
Pengas.
Okay. Bye. Would you like to go?
Yeah.
Oh, we've got to be serious now.
So you heard the tape?
Yes.
Yeah.
Once.
And you thought it was all right, did you?
Yeah, on first listening, I thought that, you know, the songs were okay. They weren't particularly brilliant, but definitely something there, something that, you know, I'd like to come and see it live, because at that stage it's obviously very early.
Yeah, that was over a
To
year
see
ago. It's well old, that.
Yeah. I'd like to see it live and see where you're at and see what it looks like, just to put it in perspective.
Yeah.
So what else, what's your plan now that you've worked out since Neil's got involved?
I mean, basically we're trying to get some studio time to do some new demoing. We haven't got anything that's up to date.
Right.
So we've got to get in the studio, record something new, and then take it around the people that are interested, like Lemon, who put us in touch with you.
Yeah.
We're definitely not looking for like a major record deal just yet.
I think it's important to you know, to start. There's a lot more that bands can do for themselves, rather than try to get a deal straight away. And there's a lot more bands should do for themselves if they want to have a longer career.
Yeah.
Because the music business doesn't owe you a living. It's up to you to make it happen. You know, if you've built up a live following through going out there and being good because people want to come back and see you, through hassling for gigs, through putting out your own record, getting some press, then people will come to you then and start, you know, talking about record deals. The main thing I would say on this, because it's like obviously really, you know, you had limited resources for it, it's very quickly done, it's done a long time ago. We talked about the songs and stuff like that, is, and I know that's a bad copy, but the voice is probably the first thing that you'll listen to, I think. If you're listening to anything new, or the first thing that will catch your ears if you're listening to something on the radio is the voice. And it's not particularly high in the mix there, but it's not any different from anything else I've heard before, and that's an important thing to think about.
Indeed it is.
So that's what I would really say. That's what you've got to really do. That's what's going to get people into it.
What about the vocals?
It could be anyone.
Yeah.
It's totally anonymous. They're very average on that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, come on, you've got to make them better. If you want to, you know, if you want to do something, if you're serious about this and you want to make it work, so you've got to make it so when people hear it, they think, you know, that's FMB.
One instinct.
You have just been invaded by Sega TV!
Hi, and welcome to Interactive TV.
Brought to you live from a satellite on a caravan outside Boston.
Tonight, we bring you
Thrillers. Chat shows.
Pretend it's a game.
It's a game on Mega CD.
Nice shoot.
Promos.
Make that thing happen.
Spot.
on from the TV channel that talks back. This is Megan, start of a new Sega game. Megan, what's it like to be a Mega CD star?
Real tough. You try dying 2,000 times a day.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! Billy from Romford! You don't zap her on my show!
The weather.
The weather is whether you could do this move.
Commercial break.
Sega Mega Drive. Got one? Now you can get Mega CD. Clunk, click, take a trip on 500 megabytes. Whoa! It plays your music CDs and it comes with 7 games!
And now?
As we usher in the new, it's time to bury the old. And few is it old.
The Mega Movie. Henley. They said he'd started something. And they wanted me to finish it. I didn't believe he was a bad guy.
just a guy who'd lost touch with reality. He certainly had something.
There are no winners. And death, it's just another beginning.
But his world looked a lot more interesting.
Besides, it was a two-player game.
24-hour Sega TV, available on Mega CD!
Playing on the 23rd. I told you that on the phone, didn't I?
Yeah, I was expecting to be able to come down, but
I know, but
I'll try and get there on the 23rd. But
they
I don't
move
know
it
if
all
I can.
around all the time.
If I can't make that one, and see if we could help out demo-wise.
That'd be brilliant if you
in
could.
any form.
Brilliant.
I'll see, see if there's anything we can do.
Try and come and see us if you can.
Yeah. I'll definitely come and see you, whether it's on the 23rd
Yeah.
or not, I don't know, but I'll definitely come and see you.
Brilliant. Excellent. I mean, as soon as we get...
I really look forward to it as well. Yeah, that'll be good. Should be good.
Be a good night. God, I hate when people listen to our tapes.
Especially that one. I can't stand it.
Oh. It's wasn't it?
It wasn't much fun, was it?
horrible.
But it's because...
It was a horrible...
It's always could be, but I'm not going to do anything, unless it were really special.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's fair enough.
I mean, the thing is, if we play a tape like that every time we play a tape like that, it's nothing like it's nothing like what we're like.
I mean,
now.
it's so. I think it can be.
He must
persuaded
think. He
to
must
do
think
some
that we must have something better. If Neil's our manager, he must be reasonable. He must think he must be better than that tape for Neil to take you on.
Maybe. I mean, he liked the tape though, didn't he? He's definitely saying there.
Yeah, but like you said, it's too early to say whether you're going to be any better or not. Sort of thing or whatever.
Yeah, he's going to come and see us play. So.
Yeah,
he will do.
I think he'll come to the 23rd myself.
I hope he does.
I don't think it makes any bloody odds. We'll have loads of gigs because they're so rich and famous now. Honest. Oh, that girl was gorgeous. She was.
So we're in quite an odd, frustrated mood, and we saw this woman in the window of downstairs at BMG. We started waving at the window. And we said, "Can we come and see you?" Just started chatting. She was just completely nuts.
What is these little lushes outside, you said?
Little lushes?
Yeah.
Wow.
Lushes, we've been looking, don't you worry.
Oh, wow.
This is a BMG.
What's this
This is a merchandising company.
So what do you sell then?
We do T-shirts on the tour, but we have
Condoms on there.
we've got 1,000 condoms.
On your tree?
Rich and,
Can we have some?
Rich and
Yeah, can we have some?
Pardon? No, you can't get
Only
them.
freebies?
No. What? Because they're in the warehouse. This is a merchandise company. We do like kind of Take That and REM and other bands.
Take that. We've already seen the posters.
Yeah, Take That. I know really well.
We're going to be the next to take that.
What's sort of the easy Take That?
Don't lie.
No, we're not.
And so what sort of music do you play then?
It's indie.
Indie, like, you know.
Indie guitars. Well, I don't know. It's much more fun than that.
Come and see us play.
Yeah, but on my way, aren't I? Have you told us where?
Well, give us
You
a
tell us
number
where.
and a card.
Come on then, give you a card. Come in here then. Come on, lad. Come and feel wrong.
Who's wrong?
Well, they want some condoms.
There you go.
Someone this orange flavoured ones. We'll send you some dates.
Actually,
What's
no.
the chances, lads? Oh, you got some?
Carl does a nice there's a couple for you.
actually.
Well, I don't think you've got any need for them at the
But
moment.
do you guys know how
Sorry.
to put a condom on?
Can you show me?
No, you're
Come
alright.
here.
I've forgotten.
This is how girls should put condoms on. I've got to find the place. This is my phallus. It's not very big, so it might not work properly. Okay. So I put my tip and everything like that. Don't, and you have to make sure actually that you don't crack it or bite it. Isn't very big, so then you can just.
Round of applause. That was done with style and finesse. That was.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys are into safe sex, by the way. Well, you
everlasting
better
chewing gum.
be. You better be if you're not.
I'm in a very safe sex.
Incredibly safe, no risk at all.
Anyway, come on, let's stop bothering these people.
All right, lads, well, take care. Okay, and you let us know about that. Okay, you've got.
Yeah, we'll have a kiss on the cheek.
Oh yeah, you can say that. Oh no, I thought you were going to say something.
You're getting we'll come back about the merchandising deal, right?
Yeah, let us know about the gig, and I want to pay.
All right. Yeah, take care. Best luck with the hairdo. Thanks. Happy Christmas.
I'm me a lush.
That was me.
No, she called us lushes.
I should put it first.
She was talking about me, obviously.
We'll go back and get her a date with her.
Get her a date with her?
Go and get a date with her.
I've got a number, and I can bring her up.
Go, just run back now.
No way, another bottle.
She might stand near me on a tube one day.
Oh!
We saw you lushes out the window. We've been talking about you.
Mother was that Mary mild, Jesus was that little child. What?
No! That was dramatic.
Neil, all right, we've come round to see you. Is it all right?
Yeah, come.
So what happened to you today then?
We got round to the rags. It was about 5 minutes after you left.
Yeah, we were there waiting. Quarter past 12. We were out. 1:15. We were still outside waiting for you. We were pissed off you in there because we thought you could probably play it better than we could.
Because we went in and we didn't really know what to say at all because we didn't know what.
He's probably in the same position now. I mean, he's not seen a band. He can't really do anything anyway or anything.
I knew he wasn't going to come to the gigs, and he never did. I just knew it. As soon as I left that room, I knew I'd never see him again. It was fine by me. It's typical music industry. It's a lot of mouth. Like my dad always says, all mouth and no trousers.
And he said, you know, he'll see about trying to help us out with things studio time, but it's more or less the fact that he's not sure whether he can come. He's got to go out that night. Yeah, but he said he might be able to get there after.
God save American man.
Oh, we were thinking. Was that what I was on?
Should we get some singing lessons for next week?
No, I'm all right. I've given up smoking.
To run up to the gig?
Yeah? I've given up completely. Non-stop, right? Given up. And my voice is incredibly brilliant.
The American's young dream, turn the war at age 19. Circumstances unforeseen, just another killing machine. Just another killing machine. Telling stories of war, as a kid he used to adore. Telling stories of war, now he doesn't want to hear anymore. He doesn't want to hear anymore. God save America, United States of America. 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 Drugs. How many times will he turn to drugs? How many times will he turn to drugs when all he ever wanted was love? All he ever wanted was love. He'll take a needle and he'll fill it to the top. Wait for the bass to pop. Never ever stop. Never ever stop. God save America. United States Armed Forces. Save America.
You become very cynical, and now I've become so cynical about record company people especially, that when they phone up and say, we'll do this, I don't believe it at all until it happens. I go along with it, but when I turn up, I always assume immediately that it's not going to happen. But I'll go along with it anyway, and then when he says, you're not the right ones for us, or lets us down, or anybody lets us down, then I always feel like, I told you so. I never actually get disappointed anymore. I used to all the time. I mean, some of them are genuinely at gigs. I mean, the only person I've ever met who does that in A&R is Mark from Lemon. He was at the Borderline, and I watched him. He watched all 3 bands, which I've never known an A&R man to do. They usually turn up and just sod off and chat with their mates, have beers. I don't like them at all. I don't like the music industry much.
God save America. United States Armed Forces. God save America. United States Armed Forces. God save America.
The quest for stardom for FMB continues next Sunday evening at 5:30.